Guys, there are many weird and disturbing incidents that have happened. Some of these incidents are scary or can even haunt you in your sleep. So like and subscribe if you never want these things to happen to you. This first incident was about a really talented man who could breath fire. He was a natural performer, but some things went really wrong, and it gets really creepy.
Explaining incidents, part 2.
Fire breather incident.
Before we start, can you follow me on Roblox? We're close to 1,000. Thank you, my cloudies. This man was from USA. He is known for breathing in fire, which is his talent. But one day, something tragic incident had happened during the show. During his performance, he was lighting up a fire on a torch or whatever it's called, and putted it in his mouth. But then, he accidentally swallowed some of the fuel. After it, he then burped, and the fire was under his stomach.
Chestnuts, that sounds absolutely horrifying. I would not want this to happen to me.
After just 1 second, his stomach and body exploded, and the people who was watching him perform thought it was part of the acting, and his body parts went on people's faces. Later on, his head was found on the popcorn machine.
Guys, if I went to the show, I would actually scream my lungs out. That is way too creepy. I feel so bad for the kids who thought it was part of the show. I would not want to find a head inside my popcorn machine. This next incident is a really creepy story about a man who did some things. Many of the things he did were inappropriate, and I can't even say them in this video.
The dark story behind
The tile incident.
You might not know who is this guy, right? His name is Tile, and he is a K-pop idol from the group called NCT Dream. You might be shocked what he did. Basically, Tile a 12-year-old girl, which means Tile demanded that the 12-year-old girl reveals her to him. He messaged only young girls and wanted to seize girls and wanted it to take a picture and sent it to him.
Guys, this is the most disturbing and disgusting thing I've heard today. This is why you should never talk to random people on the internet.
But some of young girls said that it's illegal and doesn't want to send it to him. And I think that Tile rage and 𝒂𝓀𝗯𝘀𝗋𝗄𝗏 them. The people were shocked of what Tile did. So people begins to destroy Tile's photocards and his pictures. And SM, the CEO of the company, kicked Tile out from NCT Group. He's in jail for this. So please girls, keep your safety with you. And by the way, we don't know who was the girl or what happened. There's no CCTV footage, but I think it will reveal it soon. So bye my friends.
Guys, this is a really disturbing story. I feel so bad for all the little girls that he did this to. I would never let kids near a man like this in my life. Very creepy. I actually remember this incident happening a few years ago. Someone did a really horrible thing too, their pet cat, and posted it online. The video was really disturbing, and the person who did it got arrested.
Let's talk about
The cat in a blender incident.
this incident happened in May 2023. It involved a calico cat being blended by a man. It started when he put the cat in a blender and began turning it on and off repeatedly. Eventually, he stopped turning it off and left it running. The cat was in extreme pain as it was blended, while the man was laughing.
That's such a poor thing to do to an innocent kitty cat. I would love to have a cat.
The cat continued to meowing for help as its organs and blood spread inside the blender. After that, he put the cat in a microwave and continued laughing until the cat died. Initially, the video went viral in China, then it spread internationally. It got so popular that Chinese netizens were able to locate and find him. The man was identified as 𝒂𝓀𝓲𝓷, a Chinese food blogger and social media influencer from Anhui province. He was detained for only 15 days, because in China, animal cruelty is not considered a serious crime. May the cat rest in peace. Stay safe out there.
I can't believe that anyone would do this to their pet and start laughing. That's so cruel, and he honestly needs to be locked away for longer. This next incident is just sad, but it's also disturbing. It all started when two brothers were swimming in the ocean, and they found this rock that they want to use to jump in the ocean. It all started off very fun and innocent, but it quickly got scary.
Let's talk about
Face split incident.
the face split incident took place in Spain back in 2009. It all started when two brothers were swimming in the ocean and decided to jump off a cliff.
The first brother jumped perfectly and landed safely in the water, without injuries. Then it was the second brother's turn. He was ready to jump, but when he did, he landed on a concrete, splitting his face open.
Just thinking about that makes me super uncomfortable. That's a horrible thing that nobody should go through.
He then fell into the water. As he floated, his head was completely covered in staining the water around him red. He was rushed to the hospital, and the doctors tried everything to save him, but he sadly died. There's a video of the incident, but I'd rather not watch it. It's too disturbing. Stay safe.
Who would record a video of this incident? I feel really bad for the brother that survived. He's probably so shaken up. I would not be able to sleep if that happened to one of my family or friends. This next incident was really sad because it was about a guy who did mukbangs. But his fans told him to eat something dangerous, and he did. And he unfortunately didn't make it.
Explaining Incidents, Part 3. Jelly mukbangs. Before we start, can you follow me on Roblox? Thanks. This all started when a man from the Philippines decided to do mukbang.videos to earn money and to help his family for it. A few days later, not long ago, some of his so-called follower challenged him to eat a chicken bone, which is not very good for people. He made that video and gained much views, but what he didn't know is that he died just after a few days, and the person who challenged him to do that hasn't been arrested. Like, why?
Because it's your choice if you wanted to do the challenge or not. Like if someone told me to eat fire, and I did, the person who told me wouldn't get in any trouble.
I feel absolutely bad about that man, even though he don't know me. And if you want to support him, he has a TikTok. Here's his user. And his brother are the one doing the mukbangs now, because 𝓀𝓸𝓲𝓷 died. Condolences, by the way. That's all I know. Stay safe out there.
Guys, this is why you never do what people tell you to do online. Because even though it seems innocent, it can actually cause harm to you. It seems to be a trend to hide scary secrets in kids shows now. Many of the kids shows we thought were innocent have actually had scary incidents. And today we will be uncovering some of them. So watch until the end to find the scariest lost secrets.
Hi Summer, can I be in one of your videos? I would cry if you do.
I was actually shocked after hearing about this first kids show. Because what do you mean kids went missing after watching?
Many kids went missing after watching this show. In 1999 in Southern California, this TV show was aired. It was called Daisy's House.
Okay, first of all, that girl looks super creepy. Like she's gonna give me nightmares.
The animation was weird, it was super stiff, and the voices were weird. Daisy, which is the main character, had a very high-pitched voice that never changed. She lived alone with no parents, no pets, just her silence and her weird smile. At the end of the first episode, she turned to the camera and said, "Let's count to 10. She said, "Let's play this game forever," and she started counting slowly. She started 1, 2, 3, and the screen turned black, with no credits and no music. That same night, 13 children vanished and they were all watching Daisy's House.
I know some could argue that this is just a coincidence, but I would actually make sure this show gets banned if it was my child. But why are so many kids watching this creepy girl?
They say the show was immediately pulled and the tapes were destroyed. But then a few years ago, someone found it. They played it once and it went silent. People say that Daisy appeared again, she was counting, but she never stopped. But if you hear her voice through the screen, don't answer. She's still waiting to play forever.
Guys, I would definitely not watch this show, especially alone. I would not want to play with this creepy girl. There is no actual footage of this show, since many people went missing. So this could also be considered lost media. Guys, I never knew that this next show, Peppa Pig, was so scary. A couple of years ago, some hackers managed to take over the TV channel, and when they hijacked it, they showed a really disturbing episode of Peppa Pig. I thought this episode was lost media, but I actually managed to find the episode. This is only a clip of it, so grab your drink, snacks, and popcorn.
And this is Daddy Pig. Peppa Pig. Hide and seek.
Peppa and George are playing hide and seek. It is George's turn to hide. He must quickly find somewhere to hide before Peppa finishes counting.
1, 2, 3,
George has found somewhere to hide.
Found you!
Peppa has found George.
George, I could see you too easily. I'll have to count. 1, 4, 6.
Is it just me that can see a creepy eye in Peppa's mouth?
Your TV is dying. You should check all your...
Guys, so that's definitely scary. I feel so bad for the kids watching. I honestly don't think I would be able to watch Peppa again after this. After this, many parents complained and said the episode was too scary for their kids. But what if I told you this wasn't the only time something like this happened? Dora the Explorer was another show I used to watch non-stop during my childhood. So I was very sad when I heard that hackers took over the show too. These hackers must really hate kids, because why do they keep doing this? I did some deep digging and I actually managed to find the lost episode.
Ooh, I think there's an animal hiding in the bushes. Do you see an animal hiding in the bush?
You forgot my birthday. Guys, this is creeping my out cause leg. What is she staring at? When I first watched this, it made me really sad because they put Rip Dora, which means they must have done something bad to her. But now that I think about it, they probably did it just to scare children. And it worked because after this happened, a lot of parents complained again. And because of this, the channel that plays these shows was going to get banned. But I'm happy they ended up not doing that in the end. Apparently, this next cartoon was the scariest cartoon ever made. This is a really interesting claim, so let's see if it's scary or not.
Let's talk about one of the most scariest children cartoons ever made. Now, if you're like me and when you were young you liked horror stuff, 𝒓𝒐𝒃𝒍𝒐𝒙 was definitely one of our favorite shows. The show involved a little pink dog that lived with his two elderly owners in the middle of nowhere. But why was it so scary? The show featured some of the most uncanny monsters and villains, too scary for, a children's show. This is from the episode King Ramses, and if you remember this episode, it scarred us for life.
I wonder what was in this episode that made it so scary.
The show felt like a fever dream where, nothing is normal and all of a sudden something super creepy and disturbing would happen. Things like animation, close-ups, and CGI made the show even scarier. Surreal horror elements that would make the show unpredictable. Would you say this show horrified you as a kid, or did you genuinely enjoy it? And if you're too young and haven't seen this or haven't heard of it, now's your chance to look it up and check out some of the disturbing episodes. I promise you will enjoy this show. It's honestly one of my favorites and I still watch it till this day. What do you think about this show?
I think this show is quite scary, so I did some research and found a short clip. This clip took me so off guard, I almost screamed for help. Let's watch it together.
I just know something bad is going to happen. Huh?
Okay guys, that was the last thing I was expecting to happen. This might actually be one of the scariest kids shows made. If you made it to the end of the video, like and subscribe, and comment Bluey if you made it too. The end to confuse the others.